right now on 5 on your side at 10.
A man killed in a South City hit and run.
If there are no consequences to irresponsible driving, there's nothing to stop them from doing it again.
Witnesses saw a car zooming through a red light. Tonight, area business owners sounding off in hopes speeders will slow it down. Rodents creating major problems for area drivers. Why it's now draining their wallets.
And there's no sign that it's going to stop. It's most likely going to happen again.
Our I-Team investigating how you can protect your car from a pesky problem.
Finally, some rainfall. How much we're going to see overnight.
We begin tonight with a tale of two weather systems. Today, temperatures reach the triple digits in some parts of the bi-state, but we have some relief heading our way tonight. We want to thank you for joining us. I'm Brent Solomon. Tonight, we're bracing for some much-needed rain. Let's send things over to Tracy Henson, who's in for Jim tonight. Tracy, what should we know?
So the first things first is that we're going to have some very heavy downpours at times overnight, and that could cause some flash flooding concerns. So we'll need to pay attention to that in the morning. Certainly don't think that what you're seeing on the roadway is easily passable. Just turn around instead. That'll definitely save you some time. As you can see, the storms that are here right now, just some light rain, but there is some severe storms in Nebraska right now and just a few that are near Cape Girardeau. So right now, just light rainfall out there. This will fill in as we get through the rest of the night. So let's go ahead and track this out together. As you can see, by 2:30, it becomes more steady with some isolated storms. 5:30 is when we really get into the thick of it. Look at 8 a.m. We are going to be waking up to some very heavy rain out there and some storms as well. But the big thing is that heavy rainfall that'll be very impactful for us. Interstate 55 drivers, if you remember a few weeks ago, those roads flooded pretty quickly. That could be the case again tomorrow, so just be careful with that. I'll go over our rain totals and what we can expect for the next 10 days.
All right, we'll check back shortly. You can stay up to date on the forecast 24/7. Text the word weather to 314-425-5355. We'll send you the forecast right to your phone. New tonight, St. Louis police are looking for the car that struck and killed a pedestrian. This was in South City last night. It happened on South Grand near Juniata just after 9 Friday night. Witnesses say the SUV went through the red light, hit the man in the crosswalk, and then left the scene. The victim dying at the hospital. Now at 10, we're hearing from witnesses who saw these tragic events unfold. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay joins us live along South Grand. Mercedes, even business owners there are really tired of speeders there.
You're exactly right, Brent. It's something that business owners here along South Grand say they've asked the city and police for help on over the past 3 years. They just tell me they were hoping to have this issue resolved before someone had to lose their life.
We have no consequences for what's happening right now.
A family-friendly movie night was interrupted on Friday after a pedestrian was hit by a car running a red light.
Last night we had a tragic event that very much could have been prevented here on South Grand.
Local business owner Danny Eichenhorst says as soon as the movie started, she heard a thud.
Immediately as a mom, your brain goes to a million places, all the worst places, and I thought, calm down, it's not what you think it was. And pretty quickly the screams began.
Once she realized there was nothing else they could do, heartbreak sank in for Eichenhorst because she's been down this road before.
Since we've moved to South Grand, this has been a recurring issue. Reckless driving, 9 out of 10 accidents on our street are with uninsured drivers.
That's only the beginning. President of the South Grand Community Improvement District, Natasha Bahami, says in the last 6 months, 370 accidents have happened on South Grand between Tower Grove East and Tower Grove South.
The number is extreme, but I'm here every day, and it's not surprising to me.
People blowing through red lights and driving almost double the speed limit is something Bahami sees often in front of her restaurant.
If there are no consequences to irresponsible driving, there's nothing to stop them from doing it again.
While the issue continues to impact the safety of their community, both business owners are pleading for help from those in power.
We worry about our customers being safe. We worry about our employees being safe.
We need to come together to find a solution for this.
Eikenhurst told me actually 2 people last night came up to her on the scene and said that they've been hit at this intersection before. And Brent, we've been here about 20 minutes. We've seen people speeding through this intersection and even someone running a red light. So it is definitely a problem in this area. Live in St. Louis, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
All right, Mercedes, thanks. Great work there. Developing tonight, St. Charles police investigating a series of gas station robberies. Police say someone who witnessed the crime shot and killed the suspect who was armed. 5 on your side's Travis Cummings breaks down what happened.
Roughly 22 minutes. That's how long police reports indicate it took a man to get here to the Quick Trip on First Capitol Drive after hitting 2 other gas stations early this morning. St. Charles police say the 26-year-old St. Louis man went into this Mobile on the Run gas station off South 5th where he threatened and assaulted the store clerk with a knife and got away with money from 2 registers. 10 minutes later, another call from an alarm at Midtown Phillips 66 on First Capitol. 6 minutes later, we're here. Reports for another armed robbery and shots fired at this QT just down the road. A customer, another 26-year-old St. Louis man, says he intervened after seeing the clerk being threatened there and shot the suspect. The man was taken to a hospital where he died. It's unclear what will happen to the customer who shot and killed the man. He did go to his vehicle to retrieve his gun. Police say they will be patrolling the area a little bit more to ensure those working late and their customers are safe. Reporting in St. Charles, Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
And St. Charles police believe the suspect is tied to all 3 gas station crimes. Anyone with any info is asked to contact investigators at 636-949-3300. Florissant police tonight looking for a 17-year-old girl who stole and then crashed a police car overnight. Officers first arrested that teen after some type of disturbance on Brightmoor Drive. Soon after, she was able to get out of the handcuffs, climb into the driver's seat, and take off. Minutes later, police found the car crashed on Riverview Boulevard near the Halls Ferry Circle, but she wasn't in it. A search is now underway. EMS officials hosting a processional in St. Louis today to honor 72 fallen first responders who died in the line of duty. Attendees took a moment of silence to honor the lives lost and their service to the community. The procession is traveling through 13 cities leading up to the 2022 National Weekend of Honor. That's in Arlington, Virginia, next Friday. Well, the city of Clayton dedicated its first mural this afternoon, and we were there for the ceremony at DeMond Park. Take a look. The mural is painted on the side of a brick building, and it features a giant bee on a swing. Local artist Liza Fishbone created it. The city hopes the mural becomes a destination for art seekers.
Super excited to have it here, and I hope that we see it proliferate and that soon there's murals all over Clayton that people are coming to see and getting excited about.
The mural is publicly funded. If you would like to donate, though, look for this story on KSDK.com. Coming up, a taste of culture and pride. We'll take you to the inaugural Taste of North St. Louis. There's a pesky problem in the area, rodents chewing through car wires.
So we have a 2020 Honda Civic that is currently in the shop for the second time in 4 months for the same issue.
Our I-Team investigates what you can do to fight back. And we want to invite you to join us in our Give 75 campaign by giving to any organization that's making a difference. Donate now through our partnership with the St. Louis Community Foundation. You can find much more info at ksdk.com/give75. Every gift makes a big difference. Just a few hours ago, the inaugural Taste of North St. Louis Festival wrapped up. People gathered all afternoon at Crown Square Plaza to enjoy food from dozens of food trucks. The free event had music and several opportunities to purchase African-American clothing and other accessories. Organizers say they want this festival to draw more people to North St. Louis.
I'm happy. I'm happy that we finally a whole community, so I think we all need to come together, and this is the perfect time to do it.
The St. Louis African American Artifacts Festival and Bazaar hosted that event. Organizers hope it will become a tradition. And people lined the streets of downtown Kirkwood today to enjoy all things peach. It was Peach Fest at the Kirkwood Farmers Market. Local farmers set up shop to sell peach-related treats and other items. Families also got to enjoy the sunny weather and live music as they shopped.
We're going to have some storms roll. I'll tell you what time they'll get here.
Pesky rodents are chewing through car wires. A state representative says it's even happening to him, and now he's out hundreds of dollars. Our I-team found out he's not alone. Paula Vasan shows us options to protect your car.
We have a 2020 Honda Civic that is currently in the shop for the second time in 4 months for the same issue.
There's a Kia, Fiat, Chevy, and Audi parked here in Ian Mackey's shared driveway. But the state representative says it's only his 2020 Honda Civic that's been under attack.
Rodents have gotten into the car and chewed through the electrical wiring.
It's getting repaired again because his car wouldn't start. And now he's out $800.
We took it to the dealership and they take zero responsibility. They call it a coincidence and they want us to pay 100% out of pocket once again.
Do you think Honda is passing the buck?
Yes, absolutely. Honda is absolutely passing the buck. What I'm doing is trying to get dealers everywhere, or Honda in general, to take some responsibility here because I know this is clearly a widespread problem.
Mackey believes rodents are targeting his Honda for its more eco-friendly and less expensive soy-based wiring, a move among many car manufacturers in recent years. One solution, rodent repellent tape. Mackey says that didn't work for him.
And there's no sign that it's going to stop. It's most likely going to happen again.
One attorney who didn't want to speak with us on camera told us she's aware of at least 7 lawsuits over the past several years, filed in California and Illinois relating to rodent damage. They were filed against Honda, Kia, and Toyota. Of them, many have been all or partially dismissed, judges ruling the plaintiffs didn't have a strong enough claim. Others are ongoing.
We also dug through thousands of driver complaints to federal safety officials and found rodents have caused destruction on all types of cars. Drivers complain a rodent chewed through the wires. The wiring harness was destroyed, and the fuel lines were chewed on.
Based on data we analyzed so far this year, we found these problems represent a fraction of a % of all car problems reported to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Mackey believes his experience is underreported.
Yes, absolutely.
This isn't a new problem.
That's Scott Holman with the Insurance Information Institute, a nonprofit.
Mice and rats and squirrels have been chewing wires on cars for many, many years.
His advice:
if you have what's called an optional comprehensive policy, which most people do, that kind of damage may be covered.
Mackey says the damage is still costing him time and money.
It's happening more to Hondas, and it's happening more to this specific car.
We asked every automaker cited in our report how many complaints they've gotten about rodents chewing through car wiring. The companies didn't have an answer for us. A Honda spokesperson says rodent damage occurs across the industry and isn't related to a specific brand or model. You can find their full statement on our website.
Thank you, Paula. A lawyer himself, Mackey says he plans to connect with other attorneys working on this issue of rodents chewing through car wires to possibly join a lawsuit with others who've been through the very same thing. A special celebration today for a St. Louis great-great-grandmother who turned 102 years old today. Looking pretty in pink, Illa Rae Triplett received a whole lot of love and attention during a drive-by party in her honor today. This was the scene at her daughter's home in Florissant this afternoon. Friends and family making sure to help make Triplett's birthday a memorable one. She tells us she's proud to have lived more than 10 decades.
The key is clean living, never smoked, never drank, raise my children.
There you have it. Triplett has lived in St. Louis for 80 years. She is the matriarch of her family after having 8 children and more than 25 grand and great-grands. Happy 102nd birthday to Miss Triplett. Time now for weather. Tracy, you know, sunny day, not too bad of a day to have a drive-by parade.
No, you see, she had her fans on. I need one of those.
She was staying cool, wasn't she?
Yeah, you've got to with weather like this. Today we had 103 degrees. That tied the record of 103 set back in 1936. The record low was 53. Gosh, I wish, right? But no, we were at 82 degrees. Average for this time of year is about 10 degrees cooler, both for the high and the low. Now what we're looking at right now, it's still quite warm out there. 86 degrees in St. Louis, 84 in Farmington, 83 in Rolla, it's 80 in Warrenton, and 86 at Scott Air Force Base. But it is going to get much cooler. We're going to drop down into the low 70s as these showers and storms come through. Right now, just some light rain out there to start the evening off. We've turned quite overcast, and this will continue on. We get a little bit of a break at 11. 1 a.m. it starts to fill in, and then by the early morning it starts to get interesting. I hope you have plans to sleep in tomorrow because the sound of rain on your rooftop is going to be wonderful. 7 a.m. we have those scattered showers and storms. Some of this will have very heavy downpours, so we will need to watch for the potential of some flash flooding. We had some issues along Interstate 55. That certainly could happen tomorrow if this pans out the way the Futurecast is expecting it to. Here's 1 p.m. just kind of widespread lighter rainfall. 3 p.m. a little bit of a break. Then we get another little system that's going to come in here, staying mostly south of the metro area around 5 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock you can see just those isolated line of storms there. So how much rainfall are we going to get? Here's the updated rainfall potential, close to about an inch for many areas, and then less than a half an inch for the areas in green. But the good news is it looks like all of us will get at least some measurable rainfall, which will be great news for our farmers. Tomorrow in St. Louis, when you put it up on the board like this, yes, some areas could reach the low 80s, but that's only if you get a little bit of sunshine in there. Most of us will stay in the upper 70s. And here's your 10-day forecast. Brace yourselves if you don't like hot weather. This was a hard one to look at. 99 degrees on Tuesday, 99 on Wednesday. It's going to feel warmer than that. We're staying dry, really. Only tomorrow will be our rainfall, then all the way into Tuesday. So the 9 days between Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be mostly dry. Could see a little pop-up storm, but that'd be very limited. And yes, I have 99, 5 days out there.
Yeah. Well, at least we've been warned. We have time to prepare for it. Yeah, you're like,
I feel you.
I'd rather not have to prepare for it.
If you can prepare for hot weather.
Yeah. Thanks for that. All right, Ahmad, what's coming up next?
Growing up, one mentorship with a police officer changed his life. Now Mizzou wide receiver Dominique Lovett is back sharing his story, hoping to inspire others. Stick around. Today marked the hottest day of the summer, and as you can imagine, the Cardinals were feeling the heat as they took on the Cincinnati Reds. Just look at Albert Pujols doing all he could to cool himself down in this game. The Cardinals were 5-2 versus the Reds heading into today's game. Miles Michaelis got the start, and he would finish the Reds. 7 innings, 4 strikeouts, and only 1 earned run for him. He would also get the win thanks to plays like this from Edmundo Sosa. Bare hand grab, what a play, what a throw. Now to the offensive side of things. Goldschmidt has been golden since coming to St. Louis. Today, he hit career homer number 300. We'll get back to him later. Lars Nootbaar sent this new chance all throughout Busch after this at-bat. A 3-run shot to right field. The Cardinals, they win 11-3. Goldie, how about that historic homer and the game?
It's good to, hit a homer, help us win, but it's not like it's a goal or anything like that. So, I'm glad I could help us win and try to play well tomorrow.
They're committed to finishing the way we said we were going to finish. So it's been a tough schedule, but taking these 2 and then finishing strong tomorrow is the goal.
Before today, the fastest infield assist ever tracked by StatCast had O'Neal Cruz clocked in at 97.8 miles per hour. Cardinals prospect Mason Wynn saying, "You better get ready. I'm coming." In the MLB Futures game, he goes 100.5 from shortstop to first base. One word, wow. Final baseball note, Hazelwood West graduate Devin Williams, who's having an all-star type season, just got his all-star bid. ESPN's Jeff Passan announced he's headed to Los Angeles for the big game in a couple of days. A lot of kids go to summer camps for sports or school-related interests, but the Team Illinois Youth Police Camp is very unique. No phones, no electronics, and strict discipline. The goal is to prepare Alton-area youth for the future. Local officers and troopers work with roughly 30 cadets to bridge community gaps and learn life skills. Missouri football wide receiver Dominique Lovett was one of the cadets who graduated from the camp after 2 years of attendance in 2017. He drove back from Mizzou today to speak to the graduating class about the officers who continue to mentor him and how the camp shaped his life.
Well, they taught me like this little belt buckle rule. that like your belt buckle supposed to line up with the lining of your pants. That was one. But it's just maturity and just everything that you do, make sure you do it 100%. Just the little things matter in life. And always remember, don't be afraid to ask for help. And you always got somebody with the law enforcement.
He's really, really matured. I'm so proud, and it's not just me, our entire staff keep in contact with him, and it's really showing, you know, his maturity, and he's got over 3.0 GPA. And so I'm really proud that he's able to come back today, and he gladly wants to speak to this group.
A couple of former stars on hand at the University of Missouri today for their All-American, or excuse me, their alumni basketball game. Even our Jeremy Macklin from Kirkwood High School was on hand. Let's hear what he had to say about the future of these programs.
Drinkwitz got a really, really good class in, and you know, they're looking to kind of take that next step. And you know, with the new hire for the basketball program, I think people are excited about that. So I think there's some really good things coming in both of those programs here at the University of Missouri.
We can't wait for kickoff in a little over 2 months.
Yeah, and always good to see people come back to speak with the youth. And
absolutely.
Kind of inspire them.
Star on and off the field, Dominic.
There you go.
Yeah, I really love that.
Yeah, it was nice. Thank you so much for the company. Saturday Night Live is next.